All right. All right. All right. Hi, KD. Shalom, brother.
Shalom, Lisa. How you doing today?
All right. Hanging in there. It's 95 where I am, KD.
Well, I'm a few degrees, few degrees lower than that. It's about like 92 right now.
Yeah, it is hot as hell. And guess what? We're going up to 100 tomorrow.
Oh my gosh! I pray for you.
Yeah. Yeah. And Texas, did you see that Hurricane Hannah? Anybody in the chat, if you are from Texas, please be safe. I saw all the flooding down there from Hurricane Hannah. Some parts of Texas got hit pretty bad.
Wow, I gotta check that out. Wow.
Yeah, it made landfall yesterday. And I think they said when it came in, it came in at 100 miles an hour. So I just saw all the flooding and everything down there. And what a terrible thing to have to be rescued during the time of COVID. Ugh.
Yeah, that's the worst time for that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, we got a lot of things to talk about, y'all. It's so
Oh
much
yes, we
that happened.
do.
It's a lot of things that happened this week. You're from Houston, Marshall Million Films. Well, I hope you're safe. I hope your family is safe. I did see part of it just, online of Hannah making landfall and all the flooding and everything. Yeah, so wow. It's raining in Houston, Corey. Okay. Yeah, it looks like the southern part of the state took the brunt end. So, wow.
And just to think, I was thinking about moving down there, but with all that craziness now, I'm glad I didn't.
Well, it don't seem like there's too many places to go, Katie, because this whole place is under judgment. Hey, LVZ.
What's
Shalom,
up, sis?
brother.
What's up, y'all? What's going on?
All right.
Hey,
All
what's up,
right.
busy?
Ain't nothing, man. Shoot, I hate telling good people bad news, but some bad. The NFAC, man, they shot they self today.
Yeah, I heard that.
Fuck, man. Come on, man. We can't be shooting ourselves,
No, aim that rifle at the right enemy.
man. Not at yourself, brother Jake. Damn it, man. I think we can still salvage this, but we gotta have better leadership.
Yeah, yeah. They said it was an accident, but I
That,
did hear about that. Hmm.
right, that bothered me. I said, oh, they said it was one shot. I said, how one shot shoot three black people?
Uh huh.
This shit is horrible, man.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, y'all, we got a lot to talk about. Nicole's View is going to be joining us. She said she's running a little late, but she did email me. So hopefully she'll be joining the panel soon. But man, we have so many things to talk about. It's like an endless amount of stories coming out of America. You know, you don't even have to look across the shore for any stories because there's just so many things happening right here. Right.
And and, and then and then on top of that, it seemed like the rest of the world is telling them, they locking up their gates, saying, "You bastards cannot come in here."
No, you know what I think that is, KD? The Most High is ensuring these people ain't going to be able to flee nowhere. They're going to have to take the brunt end of this judgment, whether they like it or not. They're not going to be allowed to flee.
hell
I
no.
mean, I'm not like these other countries are better, but boy, I say this cesspool is getting the licks. It's getting the licks, boy. I tell you.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
Man,
Y'all,
I just got
go ahead.
no on Lisa.
Go ahead.
I was saying I just like woke up to get ready for the broadcast for the people. I'm like, damn, a lot of kids on Peckerwood punishment. And I look, why did like 50 white supremacists come to my damn channel mad at me because I'm mad about the white supremacist picture talking about he loved God and Trump, and that's why he don't kneel for because black lives don't matter to his white supremacist redneck ass. And I say he don't gotta kneel. Fuck him. That's what I
Right,
said.
right. I mean, who cares if he don't kneel?
Yeah. But don't be trying to say you using Scott Hog. Yes, you can't kneel for blackness because you only kneel for opioids. That's yeah,
Mhm.
no, don't say no shit like that.
Uh-huh. Hmm.
Yeah, it's a motherfucking pills on the ground. That definitely deal for that shit.
OJ, what he can do a breakdance move for some.
Hmm.
Nigga probably pull out a Michael Jackson move for some shit like that.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
yeah. Yeah, it's pretty jacked up when they can't even go back to the countries they came out of. They don't even want you. That's pretty
I
damn
mean,
bad.
especially motherfucking Europe. That's the killer for me.
Well, I think
Right.
that's retaliation because remember, Trump banned Europeans from coming, and I think that was like back in March.
Yeah, he did. And they said, okay, motherfucker. And then when they waited for our numbers to get good and high, and say, all right, motherfucker, you can't come here, you orange bastard.
Yeah, 33 countries do not want to see Americans. 33 countries.
Hey, look, I'm going to go out on a limb and say some shit that's not going to be very popular. inadvertently, Donald Trump is the best thing that ever happened for black people as far as hurting the white man.
Yeah, right, right. Who knew it was going to be another white man that would be doing that?
Right. This
Yeah.
motherfucker, he killing them with disease and
Yes.
motherfucker, y'all can't leave the country. And
Mm-mm.
look, y'all turning on each other. We catching bad police. Boy, boy.
Yeah.
Damn, Donald.
Yep. Yep. I tell you, and please, and you know, the other world leaders can't even stand him either. They can't stand Donald Trump's ass.
This shit is crazy.
I mean, not they running around seeing how. Now they running around seeing how uncouth he really is. You know, like, I don't want that motherfucker next to me.
Right. And why don't they talk about this white on white world crime that they commit against each other?
Yeah, right. Hey, Tareen, how you doing?
I'm doing good. What's going on?
Oh, we just
Hey, what up, T Double R? What's good with you, homie?
What's going
on? We're actually just getting started. Nicole's View is going to be joining us. She said she's running a little late, but I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We're going to get started.
Okay.
All right. All right, everybody, give me a 1 if you can see my screen. Please give me a 1.
I'm giving you a 1. You just can't see it.
I know. See, don't let me have to turn into okay, there we go. There we go. We got some 1s. Thank you, y'all.
There we go.
All right, y'all. Let's start with K.W. Miller. This is a racist that's running for Congress. And this is what he has tweeted. And it's on July 15th, 2020. Most white women join Black Lives Matter to fornicate with black men. He put that out.
Hey, you know what? I think that's the best promotion Black Lives Matter gonna probably ever. It's gonna be coon ass Negroes joining Black Lives. Wow, where's the white women at? Barack Obama about to join Black Lives.
Yes. This dude is running for Congress. He is the biggest racist I've ever seen in my life. It ain't the only thing. He has all this stuff out. He got this obsession with Beyonce and talking about she's doing devil worshiping and all this other stuff. But yeah, he put this mess out there on Twitter. And I said, you know what? The worst part about this is probably somewhat true.
Man. That's what I'm saying. I believe that might be true. You know, Becky had joined didn't she join the Black Panthers?
Yes.
Becky joined the Black Panthers and was robbing a bank and then snitching on niggas at the end of it. Patty hurt.
Yeah.
So y'all be careful about that shit. Look, he telling you now. And look, he's to fornicate with black men. They're doing it to fornicate. He used the old school word. We're gonna fornicate together. I can guarantee that you read it, Lisa, but he said it more like this. Most white women join Black Lives Matter to fornicate with black men and look at their penises.
Well, you know, this is just that typical jealousy talk. They don't like the fact that a lot of black men can pull their women, and they don't like that shit. That's all.
Exactly.
This is just some butt sore mess.
Right. He mad because they need a motherfucking 6-figure job, a nice house, and look, and some benefits to pull a black woman. And all we need is a Black Lives Matter. That's not
Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I'd say good luck. But yeah, this dude, believe it or not, is running for Congress down there for the Republican Party.
Aren't they all?
Right.
I
Him and
saw the
Tommy
tweet up go
Tuberville.
out. Mm-hmm.
Him and Tommy Tuberville. They gonna win. Jeff Sessions lost, y'all.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
He was. Hey,
you know.
look, how much of a little pathetic twerp is he? After Trump fired his ass, he was still kissing his ass, Liz.
Mm-hmm. You know, he showed up for George Floyd's funeral.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Jeff Sessions was there.
Somebody should have kicked his ass out.
Yeah, he should have been. Well, you know George Floyd family Jobby, cow time. Lord, can't we all just be together?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I know. Chima Madhu, thank you so much for the super chat. The $600 boost has ended. If these pricks are worried about people being incentivized to not work, they should make laws that require businesses to actually pay their staff, not give them scraps. You're right about that.
Well, that's it. Look, that sounds too much like right. I mean, what you said was right on the money, and that's why
Mhm.
they can't do it, honey.
Yeah, I know, right? Thank you, Shady, tonight for the super sticker. Yeah, I know, right? They're not going to do the right thing. They don't have a history of doing the right thing.
Right about that.
Well, shit. They could throw. Well, shit. They could throw all the K puss in the world. I'm still staying my ass home.
Yeah, well, we gonna talk about that too. Let me see if I can find that. Now, Trump has been running around here trying to get people to send their kids to school, y'all. He's been running. Oh, y'all need to send the kids back. The kids need to go back to school. They need to go back to school. Guess who's not going back to school? Barron.
Burn little retarded ass.
Right. Barron ain't going back to school, but he's telling everybody else to send their kids back to school. Ain't that some bullshit?
That's the thing across the board with all the like rich like white people. They are all pretty much on the same thing. I'm like, well, hold on. I thought y'all said that this was a hoax, that this was all hype. It wasn't real. That it'll be cleared up by Easter. It'll be gone by summer.
Right.
Both one has passed and one is here, and yet still here we are.
Yes. Thank you, Sharon, for the super sticker. Thank you. Yeah, but you know, it's hypocritical. And a lot of people are upset about this too. That he wants to push everybody's kid back to school where they gonna get sick, but his son, he ain't going to school.
I mean, on some low key shit. On some low key shit, though, I think it's somewhat of a racist overtone because he's trying to be slick and say we're dumb as fuck. That's what he's really trying to say.
Yeah,
well, consider the source. That's called projection. That ain't even racist. That's called project. A dumb motherfucker calling you dumb. Come on, kids know not to drink bleach. You look. I look. I can leave Jabari in the house all I want. He ain't gonna drink no goddamn bleach. I bet.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out what they mean when they say not fully reopened. So which part are you opening?
They're not. He goes to a private school, and the private school is not reopening.
I mean, but with all these fucking little brats and shit going to private school, it's obviously ain't working because they came out dumber than that motherfucker.
Look, but see, y'all got it misconstrued. You know why that school is private? Because it's for real retarded kids. So really, the reason he can't go because they can't get nobody to drive the short buses. No, AKD. The reason he can't go to school because all the short bus drivers they can't drive because that's not a COVID safe bus. You can't drive you can't drive the short bus right now. That's not COVID safe. You can't space the kids 6 feet.
How you doing, Nicole? Shalom, Nicole. How you doing,
guys? Hey, I'm sorry, I'm a little late.
That's all right. I'm glad you're here.
Hey, Nicole, nice to see you.
Hey, shout out to everybody. Katie, 1LVZ, Torian, and Lisa, of course. Thank you guys for having me on.
Oh, no problem. No, Nicole, we were first we talked about a congressman and he put up this tweet, and it said, "Most white women join Black Lives Matter to fornicate with black men."
I saw that somewhere. I don't know where I saw it.
It was on Twitter.
Yeah,
it was on Twitter.
I saw it.
So we were just laughing about that. And then you didn't miss too much. The second one we went to was Trump telling everybody to send their kids to school, but Barron, his son, is not going to school in September.
Of course. I mean, this is just their hypocrisy. This is what they do every single day. You're like, okay, really?
Yeah. You should put your kid out there to get a virus, but his is going to be safe at home.
Exactly. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? Like, get on somewhere.
Well, they're suing Ron DeSantis down there in Florida. The parents and the teachers are suing over the school opening. They're saying they ain't sending their kids, and they're suing him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, they tried here. There's a little town near me called Cedar Park. I don't know if you saw, I had tweeted where, I don't know, it was maybe the mayor or somebody said, well, if the teachers are not coming back, fire them all. It's either you come to work or you're fired.
What?
Yes.
Oh, man. I hope they dragged us behind.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
He was getting dragged.
The mayor's a damn moron. That's a contract, you idiot.
Right. Master AB, thank you for the super sticker. How are you going to force somebody to go into a classroom when there's a pandemic going on and the U.S. is #1 in the world with it?
Exactly.
I mean, come on.
I said, especially in Florida, there are some asylum escapees running that state. Like they all look like they escaped from Arkham Asylum.
Well, that Ron DeSantis, he doesn't do nothing but lick Trump's ass. I mean, he
is a perfect lapdog, and expect that, you know what I'm saying? Expect that to be tied up in court with these fucking unions and shit.
Wow.
I got one better for y'all. Why today I found the first black woman who mad that her kid can't go back to school, talking about she gonna sue the governor of Maryland. I said, bitch, this how dumb you are. By the time the motherfucking lawsuit goes through, the COVID would have been over. Ain't nobody listen to your black ass. Go to it.
really?
Yeah, a black woman, seriously. I just dropped a friend off and her girlfriend on the phone talking. And I was like, hold up. She's sounding real tap dancing. Do she know who you sitting with right now? So I had to express my outrage, like, hold up. So you want to send your kid to school? Then I realized that, then she talked about, well, my son has special needs. I said, no, his mother has special needs.
Yeah, right. Thank you, Mark Brown, for the super sticker. Yeah, it sounds like she got special needs.
Right.
You know what it is? Like a lot of these parents, like they feel that their babysitting job is done. They are ready to send their kids back to the babysitter, and we know that's how a lot of them pass their kids off to them into the daycare and everything like that, so they can get away. That's why I said this quarantine or this virus and everything like that, it has exposed a lot, even in the home, because even spouses can't stand to be around each other for too long anymore.
The divorce rate is going up. People are filing left and right. Yeah.
They can't see the judge, but goddamn if they can't email them.
Wow.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. Oh, wow. All right. Let me share my screen because we still got more to cover. All right. Now, y'all, let me just ask all of y'all. I did a story on the explosion of head lice in the country, right? Mm-hmm. Now, in all of this, and I'm going to ask each of you to let me know if you see it is the Lice Clinics of America. I swear, I never heard of this before. But
God dang.
Look, y'all, there are 3 locations in the state of New Jersey.
Wow.
3 of them. And you know what this means, y'all? It means they never stop getting lice since they've been in this land. They got centers that are specialized in killing lice.
Now I can honestly say when I was in school, I never when I get elementary school and stuff like back in the 90s and middle school, high school in the 2000s, I never seen where they did not have to come to school, for well then again I went to predominantly black public schools, so I wouldn't see it that much. But I remember my parents would tell me stories about how their white parents would keep their kids out of school when they had lice. They was like, do not send your kid to this school today if they have a lice buildup.
Wow.
No. Go back, Lisa. Where that picture at? Hold up, y'all. Look. Are they using a car vac with a comb at the end?
That's what it looks like, don't it? It does.
Wow.
I never heard of this, but I had to go see. I said, how many are in my state? And I found 3 in my state.
Wow.
I'm sorry. No.
You're gonna make me laugh.
I know.
It's a car vacuum, man. That shit. I just was at the car wash. I know a car vacuum. They hooked a shampoo up to the kids' hair.
It says we dehydrate lice.
Yeah, Weezy, you cold for that shit. You cold.
They said lice and eggs.
They said they dehydrate the eggs. Yes. It looked like they vacuum. It looked like they car vacuum the fuck out the egg.
LVZ, if black people got lice, it would never last for long. So look, they use heat. All we would have to do technically is run a damn hot comb through our head and we would kill everything.
Lice dead than a motherfucker.
Talking about some damn car wash shampoo. You a fool, cuz.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to me, that's all they're doing is that, it's like putting a hot comb in the head.
Wow.
We wouldn't be dumb enough to pay for this shit. Black people, we would figure out a way to do this shit without paying.
Yeah, you ain't got to pay for that. Look, August, we'll just go to the motherfucking car wash. Hey, go on down to Sam's and just put her head under the vacuum. That's go on down to Sam's. Put $3 in, use the hot wax on her head right after she come on out and vacuum her out. Put her under the pressure wash. Put her under. Hey, look, they use the hose, be spraying her right on the head. Like we be, shh, we got your little white child.
All right, wait. Find a clinic near you. Now, like I said, there's 3 in my state.
Let's see what I find.
Let me see. That shit gonna fix.
All right.
Lice.
Do they let you put a zip code in here?
It's in every white area near you. Bucks County.
Wow. There's one here.
There's one in your
There's
state?
actually 4. There's one called
4?
Hero Lice Clinic.
Ooh.
Let me see if I got a lice.
No, listen, it's one in Alexandria.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Wow.
You know what? Hey, Torian.
Yeah.
We not gonna make no disparaging remarks, but just that's all I'll say. Am I lying, Torian?
Hey, True Royal.
Am I lying?
Nah.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Y'all wrong. Y'all straight ass wrong.
Ain't nobody wrong, True Roll.
I don't know if it's a white clinic in my neighborhood.
True Roll. True Roll. That's because they gentrified.
Gregory X, thank you so much for the super chat. Let's see. We laugh. Let me see what you write here, brother. We laugh, but it is common knowledge that most non-human species are prone to live in prone to live infestations. You're right.
Yeah, that's true. Look, he hit the V instead of the C. I know what Greg means. That's the true thing about it. Most monkeys get lice infestations.
Yeah.
You know what?
All types of animals.
You see them picking and eating them off of each other's backs.
Yeah.
But you know what? I read a couple of months ago that white people, they naturally, if they don't bathe or do anything, they're naturally parasites just pop up.
Yeah, but you know what I heard, True Royal, and you might have heard this too. I heard when the kids get it in the house, the adults automatically get it too, because it's they just jump from head to head.
They jump from head to head. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'm the saddest up for me.
Think about that shit. Naturally, it just naturally.
Then they just start hopping like grasshoppers. True Roy. They peckerwood hoppers.
Seeing that shit, I was like, damn.
True Royal. Nicole has joined us today.
How you doing, Nicole? I was over there on her listening to her live stream yesterday.
Yeah. Hey, True Royal. When I be getting into it, half the time I don't even look in the comment section. I'm like, oh, that's True Royal.
I like laying in the cut. I talk so much and stuff. Some people be thinking I'd be offended because I don't get on their panel. I don't get offended. It's a break. It's a break. It was a good one too.
You know right. Cassie, I think you're right, because they did say the lice were pearls from God. Didn't they used to say that? And she said they ate them. I wouldn't doubt it.
They did.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I was listening to this video, this castle they built over in France, Versailles, and it can hold up to 10,000 people, and they never thought to put any bathrooms in there, so people just pissed in the corner, took a dump in the corner. I'm serious. And they said that castle stunk to high heaven, and when and taking a bath, they thought when your pores are open and everything that you would you would get sick more. They really thought water would
opening your pores would
literally kill you.
Yeah, so that's what they thought.
What they did was, LVZ, they started pulling out,
covering it with perfume.
A lot of that. They started pulling out these those outfits and stuff that they wore, and everyone that they pulled out was dirty. It was dirty. The black man is the one that came up with dry cleaning. We came up with all of that kind of stuff. But these people,
came up with wet cleaning with them motherfuckers.
Yeah, right.
But those outfits that they had with them finest linens and stuff they didn't even know how to go about cleaning those. And to them, being clean was, all of them would wear these super thin cotton gowns. And those gowns would be considered a second skin. Or they would do like a dry clean with all these different powders that had too much damn acid in it. And that's when they started getting all them puck holes and shit in their face. And they said, like, if you see those, you see them statues of them, they said them statues didn't look like that. They had holes in their face. They was balding. Their teeth was brown.
I know, that's why the niggas wore wigs. Look, you never seen African. Nicole, how much history have you studied with an African with a cornrow wig, sis?
Never.
Right. Never seen Pharaoh with a cornrow wig. You won't find that.
Right.
You right about that. You're right about that. Them people.
Yeah. Well, see, a lot of people don't know that's where fur coats come from. When they were in the cave, they got so much lice, they wore the fur coat to get the lice to dive into the fur coat and not on their skin and in their hair.
Dang, that's sad. You got
some of this shit was common sense,
No, it wasn't.
Common sense. I know. Common sense. Wash your ass.
That's what I'm saying. Gregory X, thank you for the super chat. Our people are also susceptible when we engage in unnatural bed practices with them folks. You know what? Somebody, and I don't know if this was true, but they said they were in a relationship with a white woman and they had head lice.
Damn.
Yeah. They had that woman who they were dating had head lice.
And they hooked. Oh Lord, I wouldn't tell on myself.
I was like, damn. Okay. FAFA 11234. Thank you for the super sticker. Yeah, I mean, somebody came in my comment section and wrote that. The woman they dated had head lice. I couldn't be dealing with that.
It was a woman over there on Keith's channel. She said she was married to a white man and she got used to that bologna smell.
Oh hell no! I would have left the fuck up out of there. I couldn't deal with that shit.
Actually, bed bugs and lice are very similar. I think they're part of the same family. They're like cousins or something.
Yeah,
them and crabs is brothers.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at them,
brothers of crabs.
Yeah, they look similar.
Hey, but ain't a cockroach their cousin or something like that? I know they belong together.
Yeah.
Hey, you dump a bitch that got like say, bitch, you got head crabs. I ain't fucking.
That's terrible. That is terrible. But you know what? I'm always curious about stuff. And one day I was thinking, I said, why did they come up with silver nitrate? That's what they used to put on a baby's eyes after they were born. And turned out over in the UK, it was not unusual for a woman to give birth to a child and she had gonorrhea. So this German doctor came up with that silver nitrate because these babies had to go through the birth canal. They would come up, a lot of them came up blind, or straight up infected. And that was not uncommon. It was like they wasn't even trying to stop them from getting that. They were just saying, well, we got to put something over the baby's eyes, as they go through the birth canal. And I'm like, damn, I started going through that. That tripped me out. Woo, that tripped me out.
What a filthy bitch she is. What a filthy bitch.
And I mean, if anybody I know this is a disgusting question, but if they get head lice, does that mean they also get it in other areas where they have hair?
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking, Lisa. That's why I call it head crabs. Because that's
yeah, they do. So they have to treat it all. Wherever hair is growing. And
no.
Some of them grow hair in the crack of their ass too. So.
Oh hell no! Right now, don't tell me they do it right next to the tail too, Royal. Hell no!
I was like,
I'm dead.
But I read that. I was curious about that, and I mean that shit was rampant. Them babies born like that. That's terrible.
Yeah, but you know what, True Royal, they said the reason why all this head lice center of America has come up is because they said they have an explosion of head lice going on. But when you really think about it, I can see how that's happening. They're around each other constantly. Nobody's working.
Yeah. Right. I know where you're coming from. Yep, that's right. So some of that shit, that's why the bubonic plague is popping back up and all of that stuff. See, this what people got to realize. They can't even cure the common cold. They can't cure nothing. None of these diseases ain't never went away.
Well, shit.
Over in Europe, they just threw some dirt on the top of it and kept it moving. They cured this shit.
Look, one thing we can say, True, though. Look, at least the motherfuckers over in Europe know how to wear a mask. Our white people don't even know.
No, they rail against it. I got a funny story about that too. Marshall Million Films, thank you for the super chat. I am cracking up over here. Lisa LVZ caught old Hoover head slipping. Laugh out loud.
Hoover head.
You know what, LVZ? You're absolutely right. It makes no damn sense. This country's supposed to be so advanced.
Exactly.
And I mean, they shattering records every day. Every day.
Yeah.
Events on what? Events on what?
California was the epicenter for one day. For one day, they was the epicenter, and it went right back to Florida.
Yeah.
They playing virus tennis in this country.
Yeah, they sure are. From New York to Florida,
to the East Coast,
right?
Back to the West Coast.
Yeah,
Midwest. Let you get a little bit.
Here in Texas, we have now over 392,000 confirmed. Yeah,
God
and
dang.
5,000 deaths. Yeah.
You know what that mean? That mean, Nicole, I need you to walk around with motherfucking tall cans of Lysol on your hips. Spraying white bastard. Get the fuck away from me and my kids, you dusty, diseased bastard.
Yeah, you Lice Clinic of America devil.
Right. Right. Go find your nearest lice. They don't want to wear a mask, but and they got lice jumping all off them. Well, get the fuck on away from around me.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I was wrong. They are advancing death, disease, destruction. What's that other one, True Royal?
Uh-oh, I think she dropped.
Look, we
Yeah,
shouldn't have said nothing, y'all. Now they ain't gonna wear hair nets.
Yeah. Oh man. John,
Now they gonna stop wearing hats, Nicole. Now, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna wear a hat. Lice ain't real. Lice ain't real.
John L, thank you for the super sticker. Yeah, right. Don't be telling you that's a hoax. Lice Center of America, that's a hoax.
That's a hoax.
Oh yeah. Shout out to White Lice Matter.
Oh, trip.
White life matters. Yeah, AD. I need that hashtag right now, y'all, in the chat room. Hashtag White Lives Matter.
White Lives Matter, girl.
Hey, KD, you done started today's hashtag. I need that, y'all.
Oh man. Shima Madhu, thank you for the super chat. Death, domination, destruction, degradation, and disease. You're right.
Yeah, they invested all that.
Wow. Oh man. These people ain't gonna be able to come around us and say nothing else. We be bringing out this Lice Clinics of America on their asses.
Right.
Well, that's another reason for me to stay the hell away from there.
I'm gonna start carrying Lysol and Hot Shot. Spray them motherfuckers right in the head with some wasp killer. Motherfucker, this should work.
Oh no.
Wow.
I know, right? All right. Let's get back to, let me get my screen back on here. Okay. The NFAC. All right. So they marched in Louisville yesterday.
All right.
Demanding that the other police officers be fired that killed Breonna Taylor. Remember, they only fired one cop. They didn't fire all of them. All right.
I want to beat the shit out of that coon ass goddamn
So
attorney
do
general.
I. That jigaboo Daniel J. Cameron.
Them people thought that if they did it a certain way, y'all would never figure this shit out. But then COVID-19 came, put everybody on house arrest. So we all got to go up in the house and think about it. When we came out, we found out some dirt was done, that if we had done it, our ass be in jail right now. No questions asked. Everybody would have went to jail. But then we found out that they lied. They lied about why they did it. They lied about how they did it. But y'all didn't go away. Because y'all was born at night, but you wasn't born last night. It didn't make no sense. So y'all kept on asking, and they kept on not telling you. They kept on giving y'all the same old book. Then y'all showed them, this ain't slavery no more. This ain't Reconstruction no more. This is not Jim Crow no more. This is not even the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, or the teens in this 2020, and we got perfect fucking vision.
All right. So that was the person speaking was Grandmaster Jay.
Grandmaster.
And you know, I was looking at this group, y'all. They got 100,000 members. This militia group is huge.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know they were that big, but yeah, they got 100,000 members.
They're not playing around.
No.
You know what's so disgusting about this whole thing is they're not doing nothing on this case because they can't come up with no lie. And then you got this piece of coon DA. He ain't motivated to do anything, but he's so motivated to arrest our own real quick. They just
he'll wake up with lice in the morning.
He needs something permanent where he can't get rid of it. That's what his ass needs. Just tell he does not want to be bothered with this. See, they like to have
I ain't worried. I ain't worried. He'll have gonorrhea on this thing soon.
Shoot, you know what? Syphilis is on the rise.
Yeah.
Damn, like Harlem on the rise. Ain't that a big syphilis on the rise? I don't think that could work on the song.
Lisa just said make a lot of sense. Them being people shut in and they more closer together, so yeah, shit gonna pop up. They're disease to themselves.
Yeah. But you know, lice is one of them things that's mainly animals get. You know, they don't care too much for all woolly hair.
I always had animals. We ain't never had that shit in our house.
They don't care for you see it on mainly them outdoor, especially livestock and stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, if you were down on a farm and you had like a mixed amount of different animals, you may be seeing it a lot more. You know.
And so it just naturally attached to what they're familiar with, huh?
I guess if you got that sulfuric smell, that's what they're attracted to.
Yeah, they are truly sulfur based. Truly sulfur based. And you know what? I'm allergic to sulfur, isn't it? I can't take no sulfur based medicines. So I'm allergic to those people.
Now the NFAC, this is not their first rally. They were in Brunswick, Georgia, picketing out front of the McMichaels homes. You know, their house.
They were circling the home.
Yeah, I remember when they had first went out there, but we didn't know who they were at the time. Like at that time, I think that's when they were starting to like really put themselves out there, but it wasn't until the fourth, and I guess that was their grand.
Well, you know, the clan that showed up when they seen it, when they heard about them coming down there, and they left.
They was outnumbered.
They got in their car, and one thing that I was checking them out. You don't know where they're based at or anything. You just don't know where they're gonna pop up at or anything like that.
Yeah,
they just make an announcement out the blue and then show up.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, and that is scary, I guess, for them to see all those black men and women out there with all them assault rifles and everything. They don't know what to make of that.
But they got to be careful, brothers and sisters. I want y'all to be careful though with that, because they just arrested 12 people in Gastonia, North Carolina, that they trying to link with a armed black militia group. They trying to say that and one of the brothers came from Maryland down there, but they've never said what they did wrong.
Well, which means they don't have nothing.
They gave them $1,000 unsecured bond for 10 of them, and 2 of them got $2,000 secured bond. So if all they could do was give them little bullshit ass bonds, like y'all said, they ain't had shit.
Right. Yeah.
But white lights can show up at the Capitol with no fucking arrest. See, this is a bullshit.
Hey, Katie, I'm glad you brought that up. The other day, y'all, all my sisters and brothers on the panel and the sisters and brothers listening, why haven't we ever brought this up? So the other day I'm watching my documentary on the Black Panthers, And we all know what ended the Black Panthers from being able to carry guns.
Mm-hmm.
They went up to the Capitol building inside the Capitol with their guns to protest them trying to take their guns. Immediately after that, they were stripped of their guns due to legislation by Ronald Reagan and the California state government. Trying to take their guns.
Yeah.
Immediately. Now, we just saying because of a virus in 20 different states, different white militias showed up at the Capitol with guns, and not their law was passed.
Not one.
All because they couldn't go outside.
Yeah.
Right. Keep in mind what the Panthers was fighting for. The same shit we were fighting for. We talking about now. People was getting murdered by the police, and the Panthers was like, no more. So they show up with guns. They thought it was okay to take their guns and said that they was public enemy number one. These Peckerwoods got a history of killing motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And not just black people, white people too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep it a buck. 9 times out of 10, them motherfuckers kill more white people than black people, to be honest. But go figure that shit out. But the intent behind it, regardless, they never do anything to them.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. You know, remember they said being at home was like slavery.
I thought that was the most ridiculous thing I had ever heard.
You chill in the crib, and that's like slavery.
Oh, it's slavery, all right. They beating the shit out their women. That's how it is slavery.
They can't stand to be with each other. I always knew that. I always knew they don't cut that shit off. They do that.
Sure don't.
They fuck with people at work with that demonic energy, and when they at home, they release that shit on each other.
Yeah.
Amari, you say Professor Black Truth and Tariq did well. That good. They should. The only problem is I don't want them saying it. I want that white ass news that keeps showing them talking about they're marching to the Capitol with guns for COVID. Why don't they just say, they took black people's guns for doing the same thing? I want to hear.
They ain't gonna say that.
Yeah, we know they ain't gonna go there. LVZ.
Exactly. Shit, they did all this faking about Juneteenth and Tulsa because it served their narrative against Trump. Shit, go all the way with it, Peckerwoods.
Mm-hmm. You see, Trump, he done already canceled. Well, not necessarily say he canceled. They canceled his ass for his next convention. What was going to have it? I think he was going to have it in Jacksonville.
He was going to have it in Florida. Now, wait a minute. In one instance, you said COVID is nothing, and it's less of it. Then get your butt down there and have your rally.
No, that's his
both sides of his mouth.
These folks canceling his ass. That's what they're doing. Because they had that one in Tulsa. You seen how that turned out?
Yeah, half the crowd got COVID now.
and then before that, the North Carolina governor canceled his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Thank you, OM, for the super sticker.
Yeah, they don't want Trump showing up.
No, and I don't think they wanted him in Tulsa, but they just decided to move forward. If memory serves me right, I think the mayor was trying to stop it, but he got overruled.
Anything Trump try to execute, there's an omen following him, and these folks that be defiant, because that's what's going on, and have what they have. They're gonna get what they're gonna get, And it ain't gonna be a break in this stuff. This stuff is not gonna be eradicated because these people in this country is not willing to do what they need to do.
No, it's gonna be even stronger in the fall because it's strong in the summer, which means it's gonna be even worse in the fall as we move on.
And then they don't make
for all this private schooling that they've been in the medical world. This just shows right here they really dumb as fuck.
No, but
they never prepared for a pandemic.
No.
They don't know how to handle it.
No, they always prepare. What the only thing that they ever prepared for is us having an uprising. That's what they prepared for.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, isn't it ironic? Something so tiny you can't even see with the naked eye. They didn't prepare for that, and it could take out a whole army and shit. But what gets me is this stuff about them demanding for these kids to go to school. I just listened to a video Turin had put up where that little bald headed looking dude. Oh, his grandkids they doing distance learning and stuff.
Yeah,
But they
well,
Oh yeah.
Royal, True Royal, we actually talked about that before you came on. You
Mhm.
know, Barron ain't going back to school.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
I heard about that. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Alania ain't going along with none of that. None of
Hey,
that.
but True Royal,
Mhm.
but you heard about this first. Guess what? Jay Bars ain't going back to
Yeah,
school.
you damn
Nope.
right he ain't.
That's right. That's right.
Not either. Nope.
I already know that.
Mm-mm.
Look, a friend of mine was just laughing at me, said, going back to school, huh? You talking to the man that took his kid out of school a week before it closed. Nope, you ain't going back to that motherfucker.
And then when they were interviewing the boss with her retarded ass, well, they just gotta go. She didn't have an answer for anything.
Wow.
One guy,
They ain't never.
Nicole, what's going on in Texas with schools?
With here, they're doing the same thing. So, like with my son, he'll be going to first grade, and they were talking about the first, I think, like 3 to 6 weeks will be virtual, and then after that, they'll reassess the numbers and see if they want to bring the kids to school. But I'm like, I chose virtual. I'm not even gonna play with that.
Yeah. I don't
teach my son.
You know, I was looking, and to me, is it really worth it? Because I was looking at some school districts, and they're talking about they gonna open 2 days a week, and then the other time online. For what?
Right.
For what? That doesn't make sense. Just keep it closed.
Right.
Look, just to have them around some kids and give them the potential to get infected.
Yeah, but their attitude is one dude was saying in his state, well, if they get it, they'll heal real quick. No, they're gonna bring this shit right back home to their families.
They're gonna bring it home and infect the
Auntie,
whole
They don't have an answer for nothing.
Auntie,
Yes.
a 9-year-old black baby just died in Florida today.
Yeah, I saw that on.
wow.
Yeah, I saw that.
I see
That's on Field Channel, Nicole. If you ain't see it, yeah, I was sitting there right before because I knew we had talked about this, and this just gets me stronger on my square. You can call me whatever. I went in. I'm just so happy I live where I live because when I was listening to the school board, them black women was like, our kids ain't going back to school till sometime about January. I said, y'all just gonna wait till after the election. Tell the truth.
Yeah.
That's what they trying to do.
Kimberly Hydera, I did see that stuff on TBA about Willie D. That
we staying out of that.
Yeah,
I'm speaking for you, sis. Don't worry about it. I got this.
All right,
we're staying out of this. All 6 of us, we are staying out of it.
Yeah.
We are out of it.
I did see there was something going on there, but yeah, I mean,
I gotta go find out later. Okay.
Yeah, just find out
I'm
but we
not in the loop.
too raw, but we staying out of it.
Okay, okay. I honor that, but I gotta still find out what's going on.
Yeah, find out what's going on, but we staying out of it. Y'all don't ask us to talk about that shit. We not talking against near one of our brothers. We'll let them work that out.
That's right.
Okay. Thank you for the super sticker of the Aquarian space. Salute back to you. Thank you. Yeah,
I just don't see how that bitch the boss got rich.
Thank you. She married into richness. She was born rich. Like she white. KD, you know how she got that. Off our back. This is my problem, KD. How a bitch that never went to school gonna tell us to go to school?
Right.
Right. I mean, that's the fucked up part about it, right there.
You've been homeschooled your whole life. You've got to go back to school. It's better for you, bitch. Why? You saying it didn't work for you? Let me know.
That's like this bitch is telling kids to go eat vegetables, yet this bitch never ate a vegetable in her fucking life.
She never tasted a piece of broccoli a day in her life. Yeah, how the fuck?
Yeah, but did y'all see what Ivanka did about a week ago out there on Twitter?
What?
She said,
"Oh Lord, I know what you're talking about."
She got dragged bad. She went out there and said she didn't understand why so many people were unemployed. Just go get another job.
Wow.
What?
I said,
where?
Wow.
Where, bitch? Yeah, I did see that. You did a video about that. Where?
That's what I want to know.
Ain't no jobs.
There's more people unemployed than there are jobs to go around out here.
And the shit's climbing to damn near 52 million people now.
Yeah. So and I think they said at the time last week when she said it, there were 8 million job openings and about 50 million people unemployed. So that you could never fill all these jobs. You there's not enough jobs for everybody.
No.
You know? And I was like, boy, is she really this? Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah,
She
she
is.
is.
Yeah, they're gonna be the most shunned family on the planet. They're gonna have to go into hiding.
She just need to go back and sleep with her dog.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. Her father thinks she's just so intelligent.
Yeah,
see, look at my sister. Amari say she lost her job. I'm sorry, babe. That's what I'm saying. What the fuck are you saying? Bitch, if they'd have closed where I work at, it ain't no other comparable spots to get a job because my industry happens to be closed. What the fuck I'm gonna do?
Right, right. Man, y'all gonna hate this next story. Nicole, I saw what you put out there for Nick Cannon. I wrote to him too. I dragged him a little.
Man,
shoulda. Y'all shoulda.
Drag him more when you see this. You're gonna be ready.
I already know what you're doing.
Yes, you know.
All right, you ready? You ready?
They
Nick
showed
Cannon pledged donation to Jewish Center after learning Holocaust history.
You know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. I ain't put up no video in 5 days. I've been studying so much of this stuff. I can't put no video up right now because it ain't gonna come out right. It ain't gonna come out right. This
it's about to come out right for me today. I'm gonna let y'all cook.
Oh, it ain't gonna come out right. I'm telling you, LVZ, they'll shut me off of YouTube. That's why I have no video.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And if I say what I really want to say, I'll be gone today.
Right.
I'm glad y'all love me. I'm glad y'all know me because I'm able to say exactly what we need to say without getting kicked off. Nick Cannon, you tap dancing, buck dancing, buttermilk biscuit eating, bagel and lock sucking on coon you.
You right about that?
You dreidel spinning motherfucking Sambo you. Let me go ahead and say on behalf of the black community, not only have you shown your true colors as a straight bussy boy for motherfucking Mariah Carey, but now we was riding with you only because we hate Eminem, not because we like you. I just wanted to say that too. And now you go do the most egregious thing ever against the black community. You let this man first shit on the name of Louis Farrakhan without challenging him, and then pimp you into giving him back his money.
Right.
Yeah, cocksucker, giving him back.
Wait a minute, and in the whole thing, LVZ, he still didn't get his job back.
Right. No. And you still ain't gonna get your job back. You ain't gonna get the show back. You tap dancing, buttermilk biscuit eating, chicken in the face mask having coon.
Coward. Coward.
Let me tell y'all something. On Black Enterprise has their own YouTube channel. That demon was interviewed over there the other day by another set of coons, and they sat up and talked shit about Nick Cannon with that demon sitting right there. So he feel like he got some type of foothold in the black community and stuff. And when you listen to that interview, when Nick Cannon asks him what brought us here, he throws him that 9-page letter about all these egregious so-called things Farrakhan say. And that wasn't even about that. You know what? On the 4th of July, Nick Cannon was invited to listen to Farrakhan speak. He's been in his spaces. He knows about all this stuff. And this is a good example of when you in this walk, you can't straddle the fence. You got to be red hot into this or cold, or you'll look like you look right now, like a fucking fool.
Yes, that's what he looks like too. And thank you, Omar Gray. Nick just learned you either you can't serve two masters.
You sure can't.
You short, and he chose the one he wanted.
And then
Right.
he said he was deeply involved in the Hebrew Israelite community. What Hebrew Israelites was he around?
I don't know, because
They need to smack that damn.
we don't do that cowardly stuff. So
No,
They
we
need to smack that turban off his head.
yeah, especially
Yeah.
the pink one. That pink one, just I want to snatch that off myself.
Did you see his body language? His all crouched down. But you know what? Vicky Diller drug his ass for 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, she pulled up stuff
For
on
2 hours too.
Yeah.
She drugged that man for 4 hours. I know. I said, God damn, she's still cussing Nick Cannon. I woke up.
Ooh, she was loud, and she dug up stuff on this dude. And you know, I'm a real avid researcher, and you didn't go do your research at all. You let him sit there and clown you,
right? And
she called it the Simon Weasel thaw.
Yeah, that's what you do call it. She's right. She's right. So if anybody wondering why I ain't put up no videos, I can't.
You can't.
I've done so many videos talking about how like that particular community are some of the, if not the biggest extortionists on the planet. I mean, how many welfare fraud cases have they been involved in?
Too many.
Mainly in the in the tri-state area.
There's a in my state.
Exactly. New Jersey is like a hotbed for that. Like, New Jersey is definitely a hotbed for welfare fraud involving them. Like I'm talking about racking up millions of dollars in welfare fraud, and they get away with it every single time.
You know what? You know what I found out when I was doing my research while this been going on? In February, they got some little slogan they use, never forget. They've managed to get this country to allot them $10 million so they can re-educate people for the next 4 years about the Holocaust. It's people that was involved in that ain't even alive no more. So the descendants of fake Jews, is getting this stuff. Turn out, I found out this demon and his wife and his son, they both get over $350,000 a year.
Yeah.
And stuff.
They get that. And some of the older ones among them can get up to $800,000 every single year. Taxpayer money. And that money, believe me, the Black community has paid into that money too.
Yeah. And he ain't brought up nothing about what's going on with us. That guy came with such nasty energy. It wasn't even funny. But you know what? I went over and listened to what Cynthia G even had to say about that fake rabbi, and something that she said that's real key that I do agree with. They like to deem themselves some type of special, spiritual, sacred group. Them people are scum.
Yeah,
they straight scum.
Hey, Queen. I'm sorry, Auntie. I'm sorry, sisters.
You don't need to be sorry.
I got to address this. Okay. Colas. I'm gonna say this for the last time. If you already know, we already know. We already are aware. We don't need to talk about it. We don't need to choose sides. We don't need to split sides. Facts is facts. We know who said the facts. We know what to do after that. There's no need to go that far right now. All right. Just look, we talked about the accidental shooting that just happened with NFAC and the other little shit. Look, right now, it ain't time to focus on squabbles between each other.
You're right.
It's not time to focus on that shit. It's not. All right? Look, I might not agree with everything everybody says. When they say some shit that I think is questionable, I fall back off of it. That's just it. Why do we need to discuss or have to have a family dispute about everything we see? Nah, we ain't got to have, look, it's more pressing issues. We're going to let them brothers iron that out. We all know where to go. So, Colas, let's stop that, man. That's being selective. No, that's being adults. That's being family. Everything that's family, we ain't got to talk about. I'm not no little girl that got gossip about two other people's beef.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just different.
John L. Thank you for the super chat. Nick went full Chuck and Rufus, buck broken. Yeah,
you know, he got the nerve to be all stressed out because we getting on his ass. We was backing you, so why are you all upset with us?
Exactly. That's what made me really upset about this. And I talked about it yesterday. And I literally put a picture of Cannon in his suit, like a black and white suit. I said, I don't want to see no more pictures of him in this turban because this is what he actually represents.
Yeah.
Okay. This is what he's about. And for him to easily to buckle like this is just disturbing to me that this is how far you'll go.
Right.
You know what? I'm like LVZ on this. If I put something up, I'm standing on it.
Exactly.
I'm standing very firm on it. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. I'm gonna put it up and I'm gonna stand very firm on my position. And it's a hurting thing, but you know what? We know, and we can move on. That's all we can do. Just move on.
This clown saying we being selfish, I'm being selfish. He the only one asking for it. Brother, you a mod and all of that. That's good, but that shit is always removable. Understand that. We don't have to. Yeah, of course, we know some people ain't leaders, but we don't got no leader. The leader is the fucking code.
Right.
We don't gossip like little girls about everything that everybody squabbles about.
Right.
These four men have all deserved our respect for us not to be messy about it. All four of them. Even if they done something egregious, we still give them enough respect because they done put enough in the game for us to go, all right, we're going to let y'all handle that. But you looking shaky. But we know what the fucking code is. We don't have to say nothing. If you off code and we on code, you the one that's just going to be outside. Why we got to say something? Right now, we talk about Nick Cannon, though, trying to give reparations to Jews who he ain't negotiate reparations to us. I think that's more important than talking about two personal men squabble just to entertain your little gossip fetish.
Yeah. Okay. RJ, Nick, thank you for the super chat. Nick Cannon was not ready to give it all up. And see, that's the problem with celebrities. You know, they got contracts. You just can't get behind them on everything. They are not going to speak up and lose their cash flow. Nick Cannon is trying to redeem himself. He think, okay, well, I got fired, but maybe if I suck up to them, I'll get hired in something else.
Nope, you are officially marked.
See, if he was doing his research, there is a lot of so-called fake Jews that ain't even messing with this dude. That he's a fraud.
All he had to do was say, like, when the backlash started to come, where in my statement or what in my statement did I say that was so offensive? Then they would have had to pick out what he said, which most likely they wouldn't have found anything. Because the thing is, like, when they throw out that terminology, anti-Semitic or whatever, it's a dog whistle. Just like the Academy says homophobic, it's a dog whistle.
Right. Yeah. And they try to bully you on that, and they always been doing that. Both of the communities that you're talking about, they try to bully you on that. And I have more than once put up videos. You're not gonna bully me. I'm gonna stand very firm on it. If I'm gonna speak on it, I'm gonna speak on it.
Yeah.
And then they act like these communities can't do no wrong. See, that piece of crap that Nick Cannon allowed on his show, he told on himself. They are concerned. They do not like the fact that people are out here marching in our behalf or anything like that, because I keep saying the same thing over and over. They cannot digest us standing alone receiving anything. And what we are watching, we're literally watching these people being weakened and be slowly but surely becoming the head. And that piece of crap was concerned about the momentum that they seeing that's going on. So they circling the wagon because I went to their websites. Well, Ice Cube, he ain't apologized yet. And this one ain't apologized. Apologize to what? Nobody don't owe them shit.
Don't.
Right.
Hey, I know.
They still.
John L., thank you for the super chat. Is John Bodega and Michael B. Jordan still riding? I don't know. You know,
Don't know.
I'm not one to follow a celebrity. I don't follow celebrities like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, that me either. I'm not into celebrity news, but I tell you something. I found out. I was listening to some other shows that Nick Cannon that he had on. He had different guests on, and he's a type of person. He's too busy trying to please people. He had Damon Dash on there. He was agreeing everything what Damon Dash had to say. So he be in the moment. Whoever's sitting in front of him, he all up in the moment and stuff. But he let this sucker get a foothold of him. Now this is his mentor, so I wasn't surprised that he forking over some money to this demon. He gonna find out like the rest of them.
He gave up his whole check, and that's why I said they are some of the biggest extortionists, because they were a week ago they were so mad at him for what he allegedly said. But then when that guy at the Weasel Thaw had tweeted out that Nick Cannon quote unquote donated his first Masked Singer check to their organization, all I saw was this: "Oh, Nick Cannon is such a nice person. We love Nick Cannon." I said, y'all love money.
Yeah.
It goes right back to what we've been saying about you for the longest, that y'all are some greedy people.
Yeah, and you said something key to Ren. It's like that Negro that damn near got hung a couple of weeks ago.
Oof.
All these Negroes want you to do is say that they like them. That's all they need. You like me. You're not even concerned about Nick Cannon. He mad at us. He mad at us because we telling him truth, and he feel like he got to make a choice. And you mad at us. You don't. These people don't give a damn about you. We ain't asked nothing of you.
Well, he made his choice. When he made the donation and had been lapping up on their ass, he made his choice.
That's what I was about to say. I was about to say, how many did he donate whole checks to black people? Nick Cannon is supposed to be from San Diego, the neighborhoods of San Diego. How much money did he donate to that?
I haven't heard any.
Basically, what we watched, and I'm telling you, this is the real reason why I didn't put up no videos, because I know it ain't gonna come out right. We watched a so-called black man chop his balls completely off.
Yep.
I cannot fathom to put up a video because I know the shit ain't gonna come out right. I said I just gotta lay in the cut and just chill. I really got to. Sometimes I have to do that. I can be off the hook with that because I'm serious in my walk. This ain't no plaything with me.
You gotta understand, again, all of them in some sort of way have been compromised. They've got a taste of celebrity life.
You saying the thing that I've been saying for the longest, and I said that shit after the Amber Geiger trial, knowing what I know, when they had that judge up there, for them to want to elect her and everything, she demonstrated something to the enemy. She demonstrated something to them. And like you said, LVZ, they all been compromised. And I know this.
Look how quick these motherfuckers get. Look how much money they give to these people. I just think about it. Like Nick Cannon just did this. Dr. Dre did the same thing.
Yeah. And still, Negro still got handcuffed in front of his house after giving up $70 million.
Right. Who else gave up? Michael Jordan giving money to the police. Michael Jordan giving money to the police. Then he tweet out, "We have had enough." No, nigga. No.
I know, right?
LVZ, I'm gonna tell you one that you may not know that we still discussed it about. When MC Hammer was in his heyday up here in the Bay Area, he bought 2 helicopters for the Oakland PD.
Wow.
We like, Negro, please. 2 helicopters.
Just waste the money. That's just what a waste.
Oh, Nicole, I did want to ask you something. Is there any updates on Bill Cosby regarding his, everything going on with him getting out, hopefully?
Yeah, the last that, I've heard is this appeal by the Pennsylvania Supreme Court. His team is excited because, that's pretty rare that they want to listen. Usually they reject folks. So We're hoping that this is his break. Now I don't know when the actual hearing will be, but I'm hoping I can actually go. If it's like next year, let's say, I'm hoping I can go, because in September it'll be 2 years they've had this man locked up. 2 years in September. So
is that a rumor running around that they're asking Trump to grant him clemency?
Well, he can't anyway, because it's he can only do federal. And that's state. He was convicted, by the states. Yeah. Unfortunately. So
now, also, what happened with Yasmin Jackson? I mean, I remember she was attacked.
Right. Well, I mean, the last I had heard, I tried to reach out to her, but I didn't get a response. But the last I heard is that she ended up moving out of those apartments because she lives in Las Vegas. And she works as a nurse. And she did put out a GoFundMe, and I think she had raised a good clip. It was like $20,000 because she had to relocate, and all the legal fees, and the trans person that attacked her. That was a trans woman, and they didn't talk about that, but she was charged, and they're going to go to trial over it eventually. So, that's all I really heard. I even tried to ask Taj about it, and he's like, well, he doesn't really talk a lot with, I guess, that side of the family, but he was in touch through his father, and they said that she's just traumatized by it.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Yeah.
Keep that hush hush when they do something in their community. And that's why I said all of them gonna be exposed.
Right. And like something like that, I mean, you have the niece or half niece or however you want to call her of Michael Jackson, the Jacksons. Okay. And the media barely even talked about it.
They
barely talked about it. Usually they love jumping on Jackson stuff.
The family did put
because then it make him look like a victim.
Of course, they put it up. Right. They put it up on Instagram. The family did. That's how
that don't count, Trevor. That's of course the family gonna do.
I know what you're saying, but I'm saying that the family did that.
Right.
Yeah, they gonna have to. That's the only way you're gonna ever know.
I didn't know the family was connected to her in any way. So I was surprised to see that.
Let me guess. It was a white LGBT motherfucker, wasn't it?
He was Hispanic.
Yeah. Hispanic.
Same difference. And so was George Zimmerman. It was a white guy.
That's why do you think I make the videos that I do when addressing the academy? Because of stuff like that. They will be so quick to throw out that dog whistle terminology, mainly toward us, but they will not check their own when something like this happens.
Right. That's like Turin, when the women up there in Seattle killed them kids. Them two.
Oh yeah. Oh, that story.
They was very hush hush about it. They didn't say nothing. And then it got even deeper and found out that those children were basically kidnapped and taken from their parents.
Wow.
They was in a stable household. They were living with their aunt. She had already raised 2 children successfully. They on with their lives. And I know what it was. They just thought they were so adorable and they really wanted them, and they took them. That's what they did. And then when they took them, they starved them. Because them children was undernourished. That oldest boy, he was 15. I thought he was like 9 or 10 years old. He was so small. And he was asking the neighbors for food and shit. They was starving them kids.
Yeah. And they never did find his body.
And
I think it's him and one other child. They were never found.
Yeah, and then they found
them off a goddamn cliff.
They kept them kids full of drugs.
Had him hugging police. I knew something was wrong when I saw him hugging police. Nobody believed me.
I found some footage deeper than that. It reminded me of some shit from the 70s. They was in some kind of cult, and the kids would be doing all these crazy dances and shit.
Yeah, I saw that.
And they was hugging on all these weird ass people, and it was just like, I'm like, it's some pedophilia going on here. It didn't feel right in my gut at all.
Yeah, that story like messed me up.
Yeah, it did.
So hold up, y'all.
Them bitches was evil, and then had the nerve when they did go out there and rescue bodies and stuff. They wasn't. They was the ones in seatbelts. I guess they thought they was gonna live through the shit.
Check this out, right? Watch this, y'all. So look, earlier today, because I wanted to do a video. I said I'm gonna wait to talk to it with y'all. Glad Nicole here too. So we all I need to hear everybody spill. Y'all need to go look on Chance the Rapper's reparations poll.
Mm-hmm.
He did a poll on Twitter for reparations. Right now it's at 58% yes, like 42% no. But if you read some of the comments and like I saw a field video where he put one white woman up that was saying, "Oh, your reparations was 600 people die. I mean, we died so you could be free."
And that's a damn lie. White people didn't
But
die
if you
so
see how many
free.
times that's regurgitated, and
That's
then
a
I saw
lie.
somebody say, "I'm from Guyana, you don't deserve reparations." And I can't talk on Twitter because I would have told that motherfucker, "Well, I'm from here, and if it weren't for my folks, you wouldn't even be here. So you need to go back home and shut."
How many of them said Lincoln freed us?
Oh, we heard all that dumb shit. But my biggest thing is this. Let me say this to all white folks who want to know about reparations because they died. You know why y'all died? Because y'all, just like basketball players, sucked at war too. All right,
Mm-hmm.
let's just go ahead and tell the truth. Y'all suck at war. Y'all wasn't good at it. Y'all was getting y'all ass whooped bad. And you dumb motherfuckers in the South, I'm not gonna let no nigger fight for me. Okay, good. Because they was about to fight for freedom. 250,000 black people fought. 40,000 of them died. The rest of them was you motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all was getting slaughtered by a bunch of high jumping, fast running brothers. And let me tell you why the black troops didn't die, y'all. You know why? Because y'all saw the way that the Union fought. They standing together playing the drums with the flag and shit. Oh, yeah, you're gonna get shot. Walking, fire! Fire! Fuck that. The black soldiers was hiding, sneaking up on motherfuckers, and murdering people the way it's supposed to be done.
Yep.
Wow.
But we wasn't doing that dumb shit. So I see the whole Twitter feed, and it is really a belief between white people that they don't owe us reparations because they died in the Civil War.
Wow.
These people are sick.
They are.
Because
I mean,
they
they're opening their mouths to Jewish people to say this.
You want to know what's so funny? Like whenever we bring up reparations and stuff like that, and you know, one of the biggest things they always like to come at is like, well, you don't deserve reparations because you weren't slaves and I didn't own slaves. But look at what they just said right here, talking about we died in the Civil War. You was not in the Civil War because if you died, you would be dead right
Right.
now.
And not only that, how many of these Jewish people that are alive today, how many of them were placed in ovens?
None.
Exactly.
Okay, how many of them were in concentration camps, but they're getting that reparations?
None.
Exactly.
They knew a motherfucker in concentration. We knew somebody that concentrated one time while he was at camp. Oh, well, we'll give you reparations. That's the concentration camp. What?
Master AB, thank you for the super sticker. Esau is just trifling. I have never known a black person getting lice. Me either. And
Right.
what is more nasty is that when they wash up, they never use a wash rag. Yeah. I used to laugh about that as a child. I even said that to my mom. We would watch, I remember it was a Zest commercial and there was a white man in the shower with just a bar of Zest rubbing it all over his body. And I was like, where's his washcloth? LOL, I sent you an email to get your Gmail too. Okay.
Speaking of speaking of oven, not to switch gears, but I'm laughing because the video was kind of funny to me. Did any of y'all see that video where that woman tried to blow up her boyfriend's car and that thing backfired on her literally?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I missed that one.
Oh,
That was so funny. Like that video was so funny. You could watch it with the sound off and still laugh.
Yeah.
You gotta put that Mortal Kombat joint. Toasty! On
Right.
that joint.
But what was so funny about it is as soon as it happened and she fell back, she crabbed walked up. She crab walked up out of there and then went right back and said, "Oh, let me get this evidence and run off because they not about to get me." But they got her, blew her eyebrows off. She was
I'm
out
about to
there
say,
looking like
bitch,
Whoopi
you just
Goldberg.
singed off your eyebrows. They know it was you. Stupid bitch.
Wow.
That's funny. You know what I wanted to say? I wanted to piggyback on something LVZ was talking about when they were in that Civil War. That always just really tickled me about, so many of them people died in the Civil War, and to show you the level of stupidity back then, you would take the they would take the little, in their guns, their muskets, they would take these little barrels and stick them in there, and then they stick the tobacco, the gunpowder in there and pack it in there and shoot. Well, the way they would do this is they would use 4 men, and all 4 men would be back to back, and they would move in unison, and you would hurry up and load your gun, and one would shoot. Do y'all get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All 4 men are back to back because they didn't have guns that were rapid fire, and that's how they lost the war.
Yeah, but you know what? Let me tell you something, Queen. Black men fought just like that during the Spanish War, and they won.
Mm-hmm. I'm not surprised.
But they fought like that during the Civil War, and they lost.
They lost. They wasn't quick enough. And when I found that out years ago, that just always wigged me out, that you would be willing to stand back to back in unison, and y'all just going in this, rotating in this little circle, shooting your gun in one spot. You easy to pick off.
Yeah, well, the generals were bad. I did a video probably back in 2017 on the Confederate generals. Man, those generals were horrible. They were horrible. I said, no wonder why them regiments all died. The dumbest people in the world running.
They was eating their shoes.
Yeah.
Wow.
You read about that stuff. They didn't know how to lead at all. You damn near eating your shoes, and a lot of them they didn't know that you're supposed to take your shoes off and let your feet air. And they would wear them shoes for months. When they did take off their shoes, their toes would fall off.
My mother told me when she was growing up in Georgia, they didn't even know how to eat a watermelon right. They said they would eat watermelon, would eat the whole thing, the green skin and everything, and said black folks would stand back and be cracking up laughing at them because they didn't know how to eat it. They finally had to show their ass how to eat the watermelon right.
Wow.
See, I'm gonna tell you something.
Skin and everything.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all know why? Because Colas is talking about the Confederate flag. Why do they hold on to it like they law? Because they fucking laws. Why can't? But let me tell y'all for real. If y'all really study that war, they started off winning. They was winning damn near every battle. The problem was we started fighting for them. Then the tide turned. The Robert Smalls incident. You can trace their laws directly to black people. And that's why they hate us so much. And that's why their sons, and what I was going to tell Colas in the chat room was, notice how they switch the Confederate flag for the Nazi symbol real easy. They know what they are, man. They know what they are. It's a worldwide thing.
And the sad part is the Nazis lost too.
Yeah.
they lost too.
They love,
and they're losing another war too. They're losing another war too. They're losing the genetic war right now, and that's something they cannot win.
No.
They gotta be extinguished to the last man.
They hate they losing that war.
That's what I'm telling you. They be like, man, what we gotta do? I be telling y'all the only way we gotta be extinguished to the last man, to the point that it's just over with their train of thought. That type of person gotta be gone.
2045 is right around the corner.
Okay. Chima Madhu, black men who defected during the Filipino War fought like that, and they were beating the brakes off the U.S. Yeah.
David Fagan, and now them black people, now them same Filipinos who wouldn't have a country if it wasn't for us, come over here and tell their daughters not to fuck with us. Ain't that some shit?
Mm-hmm.
Man, a lot of these Filipinos up here mess with black folks. You see a lot
Well,
of that here in the Bay
it's
Area.
a lot of Indians that mess with black folks, but that don't mean their parents ain't happy.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
Mm.
Mhm.
More, okay.
Hey, Lisa, you got anything else?
Yeah, I got a few more. Let me share my screen. All right. Here in New Jersey, because they're obsessed with going to the beach these days, right?
Oh Lord.
They just love the hell out of being on beaches. Well, they went to a beach in Cape May, New Jersey. A swarm of bees showed up on the beach.
Wow.
Pink
That's
skin
cool.
was running everywhere.
You know how unusual that is? The bees.
That's
show
good
up
for the
at every-
bees.
Yeah.
I never I'm okay. I was basically say if it was like a bunch of seagulls or something like that, or some pigeons. Okay, but bees.
That's so unusual.
For the bees.
I mean, the bees ain't interested in coming to the beach.
No.
Look, I'm just happy that anybody's seen bees. I keep complaining that I haven't seen more than one bee at a time over the last 3 or 4 summers. I said, man, white people killing all the bees. Where are the bees? Come to find out they at the beach. Ain't this a go ahead,
They
bee?
trying to chill at the beach too.
Damn right. Do you, bee? They said, man, you pecker will get the fuck. Was they African killer hornets?
No, but see, I got a different theory, LVZ. They showed up because they were mad that all the lice was getting to go to the beach all the time.
Yay, damn right.
Like, you damn it, we going too. The lice,
Fuck
they were
that.
getting a free ride on all them heads.
Yay. One of the bees got word and shit through the honey vine and shit. They don't do grapes. Through the honey vine, through the honeycomb. Some words came to say, you know what is popping over at the beach up there? What? Shit, let's get on there. They got the flapping their wings up that joint.
Yeah.
They said, what? Oh shit. It's pretty.
The bees got jealous of the damn
the lice.
Oh, that's funny.
Nah. I'm gonna tell you what happened. They got jealous of the lice, and they said, "Oh shit, nah, ain't no lice gonna be out here. What is this baloney smell? Sting them, sting them, sting them."
That is funny.
I wish Oxyman was here, y'all. I found a picture of Oxyman, his mother, and his siblings.
Oh, let's see the family portrait.
You want to see it? You want to see it? Okay, here we go. Here we go, y'all.
Yeah, don't leave Oxyman out.
Oh, look at little Oxy. Man, that's when he was just so innocent right before he had his first banana.
Now, see, that's his mom reprimanding him because he wanted his banana first.
Yeah.
She takes them all down to the lake to take their bath at night.
Lord.
And hands out the bananas while they're down there.
It don't look like enough.
Right.
What, y'all don't like Oxyman? That's his mom and over his
go ahead, man. Look. Y'all can't not looking at the man in the
Who's the daddy?
I think he's right here in the back. He kind of got away from the bunch. He's right here.
Oh yeah, I do see something big back there in the back.
That's because he about to go to the store and not come back.
Yeah,
she about to be a single mother.
Yeah,
and Tori, you know why?
A couple of pounds of bananas.
And you want me to tell you why, Tori?
What's that?
This was the first time they ever went down to the lake. He smelt that bitch. He said, "I'm not coming back." Good Lord, I didn't know I had to live with this. This is the first time he smelt her wet.
Oh my goodness!
Said,
that made me think of LVZ. I seen that cartoon with Pepe Le Pew, and he was in love with this cat, and so she decided to make herself smell like a skunk, and then he did the reverse. And then he was disgusted with her because he didn't realize he smelled that bad.
Exactly. Wow. I'm a poor
Now,
Oxy. He should frame that. That's a good.
this is the last one. Now, did y'all hear about the black woman that was found
Mhm.
hanging in her white roommate's garage in Texas?
Lord
Yeah.
have mercy.
I talked about this yesterday.
Come on now. Come on now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 I mean, and this is McKinney, y'all. McKinney,
Mhm.
Texas. Remember the black councilman? They were
They
trying
got his
to
ear
call?
cut off.
Yeah,
They say he cut his own ear off and then drowned himself. And he
Yeah.
was not. That's
And not
right
only that,
outside of Jasper.
and not only that, remember that was the same town where that pool party happened a few years ago, where that cop sat on that girl's back.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
That's what I was thinking about. Ren. Yeah.
yeah, but do y'all remember the city council was trying to recall this black guy that was on there because he complained? You know, I think he was complaining about the police brutality.
Damn.
Do y'all remember that? Yeah, I did a video on that. I forgot the guy's name, but he was the only black councilman at on McKinney's council, and they were trying to get rid of him.
Mm-hmm.
You
know, it's so funny when I first learned about this. When I first learned about this story here, which was a couple of days ago, there was like absolutely no news coverage on it whatsoever.
No.
Like when I typed her name in to pull up her image to like do a video about it, because I haven't uploaded it, it'll probably go up tomorrow, hopefully. It was no pictures up there of her. I had to actually go to the website that somebody tagged me in on Twitter just to talk about it, and that was the only article at the time that was talking about it. Like they really, really try or are trying or are burying this story.
Yes, they are. They are. I had to do the same thing. I had to go searching for it, Googling for it. And finally, I saw a few articles that looked legit, because some of them I'm like, is this real? Because they're not even talking about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I
that
heard a lot
you
about it. I definitely didn't hear a lot about it. I just kind of stumbled upon, I was looking for something else and I came across the story and I was like, damn, hung in a garage?
Yeah.
You know what that made me think of, Lisa? Remember when that sister a couple of years ago went to spend a night at these white people's house?
Oh, Lord. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, she the only one that died.
That was actually last year.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was last year.
Black women don't go to no damn slumber parties with a house full of white folks.
And that's just like the one I just recently did about the boy in South Carolina who went on the boating and he was all of a sudden off the boat and in the water, but they gave so many different stories and claimed that he committed suicide, and then they even refused to do an investigation. That came out of their mouth. We're not going to investigate this.
Yeah.
After they gave several different accounts of it.
Mm-hmm. Cameron Charles, thank you for the super chat. Y'all, it ain't lice. It is actually fleas, cause they got fur, not hair. Scientists have confirmed this. We got real hair. Uh-huh.
You know what that also make me think of? You were saying it was that child that went on a camping trip or something, had rope burns all over his neck.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
The teachers acting all dumbfounded, like they don't know what the hell happened, and all of that.
I think that was more than rope burns. I think it actually broke the skin.
Yeah, it did. You can see. They tried to lynch that little boy.
They sure did.
Yeah. So much for not passing that shit on to your kids.
All of a sudden, the teachers don't have a clue.
Hey, Lisa.
And that boy, I think, was mixed race, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was a mixed race child. It's like Lisa was talking about that. We were talking about this real snot-nosed white boy was always calling this black kid a nigger in high school. And when he couldn't take it no more, and he hauled off to beat his ass, then the teacher wanted to jump in and intervene. It was time while he was calling him nigger all school year.
Yeah, I remember that. As soon as he went to kick his ass, all of a sudden she had a problem with it.
Yeah, I heard that. I remember that.
Hey, Lisa, did you hear about the story in Polk County, Florida?
Polk County, Florida.
It's Florida. It's got to be crazy, y'all.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it is. It's the one where you had those 3 people that was down there that was responsible for killing those 3 white people who was going fishing, and one of them had like
Oh
230 felonies.
yeah. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about now. How you doing, Santee?
Santee.
Hey.
Yeah, I saw that.
I said he had 230 felonies since the age of 12.
Right.
Oh, he was definitely white.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Big.
Oh yeah, he definitely was. He had 230 felonies since he was 12, and they decide now to get him because he's responsible for the murder of 3 people that were just minding their business. Basically, the story is that they was in a convenience store or something like that. He had overheard one of the soon-to-be victims talking to the clerk about him and his friends going fishing. He overheard the conversation. He goes back into his truck with 2 other people, I think his brother and his girlfriend, and they basically said, we're gonna go and kill these guys, and this is what we're gonna say, that they tried to steal our truck. So they went and they killed all 3 of those individuals, and they got them in jail. 230 felonies. Now here's the thing. When people was telling me, they looked at the comment section because they did like a whole press conference about this.
He was calling him a violent, vicious, murderous thug. I was like, well, why you never locked the motherfucker up?
Right.
Yeah, how did you let this guy continue to go after even 4? This guy just was born to live a life of crime. Mm-hmm. And what was so crazy is people was looking in the comment section and they was saying how, in true palm colored fashion, they was expecting the killer to be black or Hispanic.
Yeah.
Bust that bubble wide open.
Mm-hmm. How you doing, Santee?
I'm doing all right. How you doing, Lisa? How's everybody doing?
Hey.
Hey, what's up, Bottom Line? How you doing, homie?
Chilling, man. Hey, happy Sunday.
Did you run into any Karens today?
Oh, absolutely. I got my steak in peace today.
Yeah, he had a run-in with a Karen the last time we came together and on live stream, and he was telling us about it.
He had a run-in with a Karen?
Yeah, he had a run-in with a Karen.
That's some juicy shit right there. I'm down for that.
It happened 2 weekends back to back. Because I had one incident where I'm dealing with one of the the elderly white women at Giants touching my juice I had purchased from the Sunoco before I got there. I drank half the juice before I came in the grocery store. And, I'm bagging all my stuff up. And ladies like, hey, are you going to pay for this? I'm like, yo, first of all, I didn't ask for your assistance in the self-checkout line. So why are you over here touching my shit? It ain't like I was over there getting $250 worth of groceries. Okay, I'm literally getting 2-3 steaks and some steak sauce. That was it, and maybe an onion. Okay, but whatever.
Your kind looks like it steals.
Right. I look at the Peckerwood. I said, look, you better leave black folks alone. I said, this is the worst time ever. I said, you better leave black folks alone. Mm-hmm. And from that point, she put her head down and went to the other self-checkout lines and started wiping stuff down.
Oh, wow. I was wondering how she reacted to that. Wow, that's a good one.
No, she grabbed my drink, that same juice, around not the top brim, but the bottom part to pick it up. When she said, oh, are you going to? I'm like, look, ma'am, please, don't touch anything in my cart, please. All right? You better leave black folks alone. Mm-hmm. So even if I stole it or whatever the case, she didn't. Right.
See, you my brother.
Mm-hmm. They don't know how to mind their own fucking business.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. I say something what these Karens be doing. I mean, they get up in a brother face. They get up way past your personal space.
Yeah.
See, that's because they be being too erudite. I ain't that erudite. I love Santee. Santee's nicer than me. I will 2-hand shove an old ass Karen on the ground and watch her break her. Look, let me say something. That I just watched. That shit disgusted me when I was watching that boy trying to deliver that food. And that old lady, you don't live here. I know everybody.
That old
Yeah,
pace.
yeah, I saw that.
I done slung that little pipe head bitch out of my way.
Oh, that was a foogly woman.
I would
What
have.
is it?
Yeah, she sure was. Now the one
Yeah,
I did
so-
was
so
on the Karen I did. She turned on her own people out there with a can of mace. That was pretty
Damn right.
So much for a high IQ and shit. So much for a high IQ and shit.
That was some bold shit with that mace.
Yeah, that was down there. That was in San Diego.
I know. And if you whoop the line and not the ass, then you're wrong. You're wrong.
Yeah.
So much for a high IQ. She went to the damn self-check line. I'm like, damn, do you know what line to get in?
Damn. So, Santine, what was the second Karen encounter?
All right, so I came out to put my groceries in the car. Well, at this time I did grab about $260 worth of groceries, but I'm putting everything in in the back seat or what have you. And when I go to grab my last few groceries, this dried up like short senior Peckerwood runs up to me, old woman. I have breathing problems. And I would like to see your handicap sticker because I have All right, the LBZ knows how I was drooling. Like I literally had this was a perfect time. All right, it was a beautiful morning. I said everything is falling in line for me today. This is going to be a good day. All right, so I couldn't get my phone out fast enough to at least record this Peckerwood. Because I was thinking she was going to do it anyway. You know how you feel somebody coming in proximity of you? Like, as soon as I seen her face, I knew what it was. Start talking about her breathing and she want to see my handicap. The first thing I said to her, I looked at her, I pulled my mask down, I said, fuck you. That was the first thing I said to her. I'm like, fuck you, you dried up Peckerwood. I said, if you pass out and fall in the motherfucking ground, I wouldn't give a kid, bitch. And as I was talking to her and letting the lethalness come off the top of my lip, she was already at the entrance door of the Giants. Okay, she got over there quick. I'm talking about across traffic and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I guess she wasn't having a breathing problem at that moment.
Lisa, that classic one, the way that brother cussed that sister out.
That Alameda Karen.
Oh, man.
That's probably my best one.
She ain't never heard no words like that.
That's what you got to do. You have to do that. You have to do. Look, I didn't have a Karen encounter the other day. We had a motherfucking old ass Brad encounter. An old Brad. Look, we was at the Wegmans, me and Jay Boss. Look, this is how sad it's gotten, y'all. It's nowhere to go. We got dressed up just to go to the grocery store, man. So we got to the grocery store. We going to the grocery store, man. I'm like, well, at least we look good, right? We go to the grocery store. We both got on like fatigue stuff on. So ladies is complimenting us, and we can hear it, and Jabari laughing and smiling under his little mask or whatever. And some old Peckerwood kind of nodded and says, I said, excuse me, what you say? I said, huh? I said, did you say something about me and my son? You get your old ass whooped. And he walked away from me.
Yeah, somebody brought up measuring tape, Karen. That shit was crazy.
That was ridiculous.
I saw that.
Was upset. Yeah. That bitch was upset.
I said, that bitch brought measuring tape to the damn beach. Like, who the hell does that?
How about you not 6 feet away from me? Crazy. Well, go back home.
You know what tickled me? You know the one where the woman was talking to the cops and she just started screaming and they just got in their cars and stuff. I said, boy, some of these Karen be having me laid out. I
don't even know what that bitch was hollering for. Ain't nobody want to touch that pencil-shaped bitch. Nobody want to touch her.
Well, what she was screaming over, she claimed she rented that space. But that woman that she was screaming at said the same thing. She said, I rented over here too. This is my space. And I guess she just didn't want to hear it.
Boy, she was upset. She was upset. But the one I like is that old woman that sounded like a horse in the store, and she was cussing at that sister, and the sister said, "Say it again," and she knocked her on her ass.
Oh, yes. Say nigga again. Say it one more time. You got the right one.
You got the right one today, for real. That made me think about a video I seen a couple of years ago. I don't know if they was at a bank. I don't know where they was, but this white girl was talking crazy to this sister, and that sister took off her boots. And
Fancy, you know your camera's on.
I know what that means.
Don't nobody want to see you cooking crack. Cut that shit off. Cut that shit off. Don't nobody want to see that. Cut that shit off. Thank you. Fuck wrong with you?
What is he doing? Free basting?
Yeah, this nigga here cooking up coke with a do-rag on. Look at telling on himself and shit. Nigga, go sit your ass down.
Says he wouldn't be in there doing that.
Whipping what? Hallelujah. One nation. What the fuck is wrong with you? Cut that off.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, gosh.
My apologies.
It's all right. It's all right. Oh man, y'all. That is it for this week. Definitely gonna be coming back to do another current event because there's just so much stuff happening. You can hardly keep up now.
I know some of my subscribers think something wrong with me. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I can't open my. I've been talking to Lisa. I that's been the first time. I'm gonna have to admit it. The first time I knew not to make a video because I said I'm gonna fuck up my channel. I'm gonna be quiet.
Yeah, gotta be quiet, girl. Gotta be quiet.
I think a lot of us gasped when we saw when Nick Cannon donated to them.
And I was like,
and
I was like, Lisa, I'm still blah 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 again. And I was like, okay, True Royal, you just gonna you sit down and be quiet and show some discipline. The flames that was gonna come out of my mouth. Ooh.
Yeah.
Just another nigga throwing up the fist for clout.
So I'm all right, everybody. I'm just taking a hiatus because oh Lord.
Yeah.
I'm saying, how can I articulate this? Because I don't have no filter.
Put it on Patreon.
Right. Or your podcast.
Yeah,
podcast.
Yeah, because you can say anything you want out there on podcast.
I'm gonna go on podcast, y'all, because I gotta get this out of me. Oh shit.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about being trolled, and you don't have to worry about.
I'll go over there to podcast. That's where I need to be.
Yeah, you can say what you want. They don't care what you say.
About podcasts. I mean, go over there and just let it out.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't see some. Wow. That's all I can say is wow.
All right, everybody. Thank you to everybody on the panel for coming today, and everybody in the chat. Thank you, and everybody have a wonderful, wonderful day.
All right, shalom, y'all. Shalom, Lisa.
Much love. Love y'all.